list with 5.7 million acres owned by foreigners, and Maine has the highest percentage, over 20% of its farmland. Now, I know a lot of folks are worried about countries like China, Russia, or Iran owning U.S. farmland, but here's the thing. Those countries combined only own about 0.03% of our farmland, and Chinese ownership has actually dropped recently. Interesting. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents. Brownfield farm broadcasters are on the ground at state, national, and sometimes international events throughout the year, providing timely and relevant news to keep you informed. They utilize several social media platforms and digital channels to engage with viewers and listeners and stay up to date with agricultural news. Listen here and learn more at brownfieldagnews.com.
At Channel, we always show up for our farmers.
Is that tar spot or rust?
Incoming! Definitely rust.
Rick, how did you...
Dropping in to check on your crop, Bill. Let's call your agronomist before that rust can hurt your yield.
That sounds great. But when did you learn to skydive?
Self-taught, Bill. Kind of a prodigy. From personalized insights to year-round support, Channel Seed Pros always show up. Visit channel.com to learn more. Channel. All in, all season. Read and follow pesticide label directions, grain marketing, and other stewardship practices.
Have you seen TownScreen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at the Salem Community Center at the Armory, Aranda's Mexican Restaurant, and Taxmasters, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use TownScreen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained. TownScreen in Salem. Save on everyday items with digital coupons at Country Mart. It's easy. Download the Town & Country Markets app and browse through a variety of digital coupons available and clip them to your account. You can also clip digital coupons online at tcmarkets.com. Shop at a store for your favorite items, then tell them your phone number at checkout, and the digital coupons will be deducted from your purchase automatically. Scan the QR code on the in-store flyer to learn more and start saving more today.
Direct cash cattle trade ended the day quiet and cash hogs closed higher. Good morning, I'm Kellen Havikin with your Brownfield Livestock Market Report. Cash cattle country quiet at midweek with no bids or asking prices on the table. The bulk of the trade is likely to occur today or tomorrow. With continued rally in boxed beef prices, it's assumed direct business will be steady with last week's sales. Last week, dress deals in the north were mostly $384 to $386. Live deals in the south were only reported in Kansas with a range of $232 to $237. At the Imperial auction market in Imperial, Nebraska, compared to 2 weeks ago on comparable offerings of 800 to 900-pound steers sold $10 to $12 higher. The USDA says demand was good with a nice selection of yearlings coming off native grass on hand. Supply included 99% feeder cattle with 100% of the offering over 600 pounds. Medium and large one feeder steers 802 to 827 pounds brought 360 to 362.50 with an average price of 361.06. Medium and large one feeder heifers 729 to 739 pounds brought 341 to 350.50 with an average price of 349.64. Box beef closed mixed. Choice was $1.35 lower at $405.85 and select was $340 higher at $318.16. Estimated cattle slaughter was 118,000 head. Cash hogs closed higher. The cash hog markets remain focused on demand trends. Domestic and international demand continue to show strength, but questions linger about whether the momentum can hold into the long term. Barrows and Gilts at the National Daily Direct closed 15 cents higher with a base range of $100 to $111 with a weighted average price of $109.81. Iowa, Minnesota was 99 cents higher with a weighted average price of $109.94. The Western Corn Belt was 24 cents higher with a weighted average price of $109.90. Hog prices were mostly steady at the Midwest cash markets in Dorchester, Wisconsin, and Garnavillo, Iowa. Barrows and Gilts were at $85, sows at $90 to $97, boars marked at $33. At the Red Oak, Iowa market, barrows and gilts were priced at $70. Pork values closed 60 cents higher at $113.01. All cuts except bellies were higher. Estimated hog slaughter was 480,000 head. At the CME, live and feeder cattle futures were sharply higher on general optimism about this week's direct business, and lean hog futures were mixed on questions about demand and contracts are oversold at a significant discount to the cash index. I'm Kellen Havikin for Brownfield.
Success on the farm starts with knowing what works for your land and what resources can help it thrive. At ASA's Farmer Forum, you'll learn how conservation programs can boost your bottom line and your soil health. Connect with crop advisors and conservation program experts to explore programs tailored to your operation. And the best part, it's free. And if you attend the event, you can receive a free ticket to the Farm Progress Show. Join us on August 25th at the Mount Zion Convention Center in Decatur, Illinois. Register today at soygrowers.org.
I see you finally got a new helmet.
I did. Bought it cheap online. Follow me. We'll turn off here.
I'm right behind you.
Watch the cars. They can be crazy.
Teddy! No! Are you okay? Somebody do something!
Was this young man hit by a car?
Yes, and his helmet is smashed.
It's a brand new helmet.
It's probably a fake.
Fakes cause real harm. You're smart, buy smart. Brought to you by the National Crime Prevention Council and the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report. It is now time for a look at updated funeral announcements, and it's being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they are available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today. Be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. James Douglas Welch, age 63 of Salem, passed away June 18th in Minnesota. Celebration of Life services for James Welch will be Friday afternoon at 1 at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of James Welch will also be on Friday from 11 in the morning till service time at 1 o'clock. And all arrangements for James Douglas Welch of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Gene Whitaker of Steelville passed away Saturday, August 16th at the age of 81 years. Funeral services for Gene Whitaker will be Saturday afternoon at 2 o'clock at the Britton Bennett Funeral Home in Steelville. Visitation for family and friends will also be Saturday from 11 in the morning till service time at 2 o'clock. Full military honors will follow the service. And all arrangements for Gene Whitaker of Steelville are under the direction of the Britton Bennett Funeral Home of Steelville. Tim Wayne Crocker, age 68 of Salem, passed away Sunday, August 3rd. Celebration of Life for Tim Crocker will be Saturday afternoon at 2 until 4 at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. And all arrangements for Tim Crocker of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Tina Marie Newby Pabin, age 50 of Salem, passed away Wednesday, August 20th. Funeral services for Tina Pabin will be Wednesday, August 27th at 12 noon at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Tina Pabin will also be on Saturday, August 27th from 10 o'clock until service time at 12 noon. Burial will be in the Mount Hermon Cemetery. Memorial contributions may be made to the cancer research. Memorial envelopes will be available, and all arrangements for Tina Marie Newby Pabin of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements, and it was brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and be sure and check out Your World Today online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Dent County for over 30 years, and the best part about it is absolutely free.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that cost you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free!
It is now time for a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University's Salem campus. SBU Salem campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem campus today at 501 South Grand Street, or you can call them at 573-729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. The Enhanced Enterprise Zone Board for Salem and Dent County will hold its annual meeting this evening at 5 o'clock at the Salem Community Center at the Armory in the Rotary Room. The tentative agenda is as follows: call to order, approval of the agenda items, approval of last year's minutes, review and approval of annual filing statement. Other business includes EEZ recertification and the City of Salem, Missouri Economic Development Director. The Salem Arty Board of Education will be meeting this evening at 5:30 in the R80 boardroom. After the call to order and the Pledge of Allegiance, the board will approve the agenda, followed by a vote to appoint a board member to fill a vacancy. The board will then approve the appointee to serve until the April election. The consent agenda will be approved, followed by communications. In the superintendent's report, CSIP goals will be addressed in all reports, updates, and will be shared on the FEMA building, the football field drainage, parking lots, and roofs. Administration reports will be heard from William Lynch, upper elementary, middle school, high school, athletics and activities, special education, technology, and maintenance. In new business, after the second reading of the board will approve the MSBA policy updates to leaves and vacation, the first student transportation contract for ECSE, the LTE and Public Placement Fund addendum, and the 2024-2025 annual Secretary of the Board report. The board will address the hiring of Sarah Wells, ECSE personal aide, Heather Whitlock, classroom paraprofessional at upper elementary, Lynn Mast, aide, and Cody Sagdalen, upper elementary aide, plus the resignation or retirement of Molly Toothaker, William Lynch, paraprofessional. There will be a tax rate presentation followed by public comments and adoption. The board will enter closed session to discuss personnel, followed by adjournment after returning to open session. The regular meeting of the Salem Arty Board of Education tonight is open to the public. Nearly 70 representatives from across the region recently participated in a large-scale severe weather preparedness exercise focused on protecting Fort Leonard Wood and surrounding communities. The tabletop exercise, held June 18th at the Pulaski County Health Department, simulated a tornadic weather event and tested response strategies among local, state, and federal agencies. The exercise was organized by the Merrimack Regional Planning Commission and included fire, EMS, law enforcement, school districts, 911 services, local governments, the National Weather Service, and the State Emergency Management Agency, SEMA. It marked the first time Fort Leonard Wood personnel took part in an exercise of this type, allowing participants to practice coordination and identify strengths and weaknesses in their emergency response plans. The simulation showed that many agencies are well prepared, but also revealed several challenges, including communication gaps, debris management, and volunteer coordination. Recommendations to improve these areas include working with cell providers to establish mobile service sites during outages, using Rolla Fire and Rescue's mobile communications unit, and involving local amateur radio operators to maintain communication capabilities during extended disruptions. The exercise also underscored the importance of protecting Fort Leonard Wood, which supports nearly 52% of Pulaski County's employment. Strengthening regional preparedness is seen as critical to safeguarding military operations, local infrastructure, and the surrounding communities. The event was part of the Military Installation Readiness Review, also referred to as MIRR, an ongoing effort aimed at improving disaster preparedness and enhancing civilian-military coordination. For more information, visit MerrimackRegion.org or follow MRPC on Facebook at facebook.com/MerrimackRegion. With the start of the new school year, the Salem Police Department is urging drivers to stay alert and use extra caution in and around school zones. Officers say motorists can expect to see increased foot traffic in the mornings and afternoons as students make their way to and from school. Police are reminding drivers to slow down in designated school zones, watch for children at bus stops, and obey all traffic laws when driving near school buses. The department also says officers will have a visible presence in school zones to help ensure drivers are following the rules and keeping kids safe. The Salem Police Department would like to wish the students and parents and teachers a safe and successful school year. They encourage everyone to stay focused, work hard, and remember that determination will lead to success. For more updates from the Salem Police Department, follow them on Facebook or contact the department directly at 573-729-6550. The Missouri Department of Conservation is receiving reports of hemorrhagic disease, also referred to as HD, in Missouri deer this summer and is asking the public to help determine the extent of the disease by reporting suspected cases. HD is a general term for two related viruses, epizootic hemorrhagic disease and blue tongue. They are spread to deer through the bite of a tiny native midge, often called a no-see or gnat. While MDC does not anticipate a large outbreak this year, every report helps biologists monitor deer health and better understand the impacts of the disease. MDC Wildlife Health Program Supervisor Deb Hudman said that hemorrhagic disease is a natural occurring virus in Missouri's deer population and that outbreaks are most common between July and October and typically end after heavy frost kills the midges that spread it. Signs of HD in deer can include reluctance to move, difficulty breathing, swelling of the head, neck, or tongue, and an unusual behavior such as appearing dazed or unresponsive. The virus can cause high fever, prompting infected deer to seek water. Deer that die from HD are often found in or near water. Death can occur within days of infection, though some deer survive and develop immunity. There's no cure or vaccine for HD. HD kills deer quickly, making the effects of the disease highly visible. However, the disease does not have long-term effects on the overall health or stability of Missouri deer numbers. Even after a severe outbreak, the deer population recovers within a few years. Hudman added that MDC cares deeply about Missouri deer and deer hunting so that by reporting suspected cases of HD, members of the public can help us track where the disease is occurring and how it's affecting deer numbers in specific areas. Missouri's most severe HD outbreak occurred in 2012 during an extreme drought when deer gathered around limited water sources, increasing their exposure to infected midges. Learn more about hemorrhagic disease at mdc.mo.gov. To report a suspected case of HD, contact the local MDC office or speak with a conservation agent. Find local MDC offices and agents online at mdc.mo.gov. The City of Salem Board of Aldermen held a special meeting Tuesday evening in the auditorium at 202 North Washington Street to consider Resolution number 24-25 regarding the donation of city-owned property to the Salem Housing Authority for the development of 40 affordable housing units. Following a roll call and approval of the agenda, Alderman Michael Letchworth, as president of the board, presided due to Mayor Greg Parker's absence, addressed the public, noting that the board had received numerous emails opposing the resolution. The emails proposed opening the floor for public comment, but he clarified that the meeting was not a town hall, and therefore public comments or questions would not be heard at that time. However, he encouraged residents to submit their input via email, assuring them that someone would follow up. Letchworth then asked attendees to indicate their position on the resolution by standing, with the count resulting in 8 opposed and 8 in favor. The board proceeded with a brief presentation from the developer, who outlined the reasoning behind the project. After the first and second readings of the resolution number 24-25, Letchworth called for a vote, and the resolution passed with Alderwoman Catherine Dent casting the sole dissenting vote. Well, that has been a look at local news, and it was brought to you by SBU Salem Campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU Salem Campus, contact them at 573-729-7071.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student.
Calling all rodeo fans, the 11th Annual Salem Area Chamber of Commerce IPRA, ACRA, MRCA Pro Rodeo is coming to the Commons on Saturday, August 30th and Sunday, August 31st at 7:30 each night. Produced by Outlaw Rodeo Productions, you'll see the excitement of rough stock and timed events, plus have a dummy roping for the kids that's free. There's also a boot toss for the youngsters and lots of great food and vendors. Come out and watch all the excitement at the IPRA, ACRA, MRCA Pro Rodeo at the Commons in Salem this August 30th and August 31st. For more information about the rodeo, call 729-6900. This ad has been paid for by the Dent County Tourism Tax Committee.
Are you having trouble hearing? Hearing loss can devastate the quality of your life. Now, there's an affordable fix for you or your loved one. Rated the best hearing aids of 2025 by Forbes Health, Audion Hearing has the highest quality hearing aids at the lowest prices, starting at just $98 a pair.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aid.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed.
Join over 1 million happy customers by going to audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
The Spotlight on Soybeans is brought to you by Missouri soybean farmers and their checkoff. Missouri Soybeans Ag Innovation Field Day is coming up August 22nd at the Farm for Soy Innovation in mid-Missouri. Missouri Soybeans Director of Conservation Ag and Farm Operations Clayton Light previews the event.
This is going to be about the third year that we've done this type of field day where it's more focused on ag technology, but something that's at market, what farmers can go invest in right now on their farm. Maybe give a farmer maybe a 5 to 10 year look into the future of what's coming. We're going to have Dr. Andrew Skaboo with the University of Missouri, Andre Rice as well with the MU Extension, and we always like to have Kevin Bradley with the University of Missouri, who does a lot on weed science. We'll have a lot of booths there, see what some of the latest offerings, but just mostly getting some people there to network.
Register for the event online at mosoy.org/events. From Missouri soybean farmers and their checkoff.
Hey, it's Fitz, F-I-T with a Z from the Country Top 40, inviting you to join me as we count them down to see who's sitting at number one for a brand new week of hits. And the big question, can Tyler Hubbard do it again with Park? Let's find out. I'll see you this weekend for all the hits on the Country Top 40 with Fitz right here.
Ready to elevate your everyday? Quince has the Luxe Staples Insider Swear By, minus the markup. From 100% European linen styles and 14-karat gold jewelry to gorgeous leather bags and elevated home finds, Quince has it all. And by partnering directly with top artisans and ethical factories, Quince delivers premium quality at half the cost of similar brands. Discover everyday luxury without the markup at Quince. Go to quince.com/style upgrade for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/style upgrade.
It is now time for a look at local and regional sports. It's being brought to you as a courtesy of your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. The beginning of high school sports for the 2025-2026 season is almost here. This Friday, Salem will participate in the Sullivan Jamboree starting at 7. In the Jamboree, Salem will be scrimmaging Sullivan, Jefferson, and Cuba. as each team will run 12 offensive and 12 defensive plays starting from the 40-yard line going towards the end zone. This will be the final warm-up before opening night, which will be Friday, August 29th at the Bill Shugart Stadium starting at 7 o'clock. KSMO Media will again be carrying all the football games live on KSMO Radio and video streaming them as well. The video streams will be broadcast on KSMORadio.com, KSMO Stream Facebook page, and the KSMO YouTube page. During the regular season, there is no charge to watch any of the high school broadcasts. After winning the first two games, the St. Louis Cardinals attempted to sweep the Miami Marlins last night. Unfortunately for the Cardinal fans, the Marlins got off to a fast start, scoring 3 runs early and never looked back as they defeated the Cards 6-2. The Cardinals will start a new series with the Tampa Bay Rays tonight at 6:35. Live coverage begins on KSMO Radio at 5:40. Kansas City Royals fell to the Texas Rangers last night by a score of 6-3. The Royals currently lead the series 2-1, and they'll go for the series victory this afternoon with the first pitch at 1:10. And that has been a look at local and regional sports brought to you courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for a look at sports from the Missouri Net.
At Sports is brought to you by the Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety. Driving while drunk or high is illegal, so obey the law. Don't drive high or drunk. Brought to you by Save Mo Lives.
Missouri Net Sports, good afternoon. I'm Tim Fisher. We'll start with college football, where Mizzou head coach Eli Drinkwitz announced yesterday that both Sam Horn and Bo Perbula will play quarterback in their Week 1 matchup a week from today, hosting Central Arkansas. The quarterback battle was expected to be decided, but Drinkwitz says he wants to see both in game action before making a full-time decision. To the pros, where the Kansas City Chiefs are prepping for their preseason finale tomorrow night. For wide receiver Juju Smith-Schuster, he knows as a veteran he needs to step up as a leader.
Wherever I can help at, filling the void, filling the spots, and keep these guys going. It's going to be a long season. With our schedule and how it is, it's going to be super exciting. First game in Brazil, super excited about that. So just trying to stay, ahead of the course.
The Chiefs at Arrowhead tomorrow night entertain the Chicago Bears. To baseball, where the Kansas City Royals wrap up their 4-game series with the Texas Rangers this afternoon. The Royals saw a 5-game winning streak come to an end yesterday, with the Rangers picking up a 6-3 victory. This afternoon, 1:10 first pitch, Michael Lorenzen gets the start against Patrick Corbin. The St. Louis Cardinals are in Tampa tonight to start a series against the Rays. The Cardinals yesterday dropped their series finale 6-2 to the Miami Marlins. 6:35 first pitch tonight as Sonny Gray goes to the bump against Joe Boyle. Finally, most of us know right from wrong, so that's why we don't rob banks or steal identities. And we also know that driving while drunk or high is illegal. So obey the law and don't drive high or drunk. It's never a good idea and always illegal. This message brought to you by Save Mo Lives. I'm Tim Fisher, Missouri Net Sports.
John Deere is putting in work and putting up highlights.
Oh man, look at those passes. Tillage, planting, harvesting.
3 years in, and these pre-owned machines are still at the top of their game. We're talking reliability, performance, and long-term potential.
And get this, these veteran machines can pick up the latest precision tech with ease.
You know it, and fans ready to add John Deere certified pre-owned equipment and more options to their lineup can shop at machinefinder.com.
Booyah!
What would it take for my child to only miss half a day of school for treatment?
What would it take to find a cure for childhood cancer?
It would take all of us to come together to support the research. Research to discover more effective treatments for the 1 in 285 children in the U.S. who will be diagnosed with cancer. Children's Cancer Research Fund is a national nonprofit dedicated to ending childhood cancer. Join us. Go to childrenscancer.org today.
We arrived at the scene, and the job, like everyone before, was executed flawlessly, leaving us with more questions than answers.
It was time to bring in the big guns.
You don't mean?
Yeah, John Deere Bale documentation.
All the data, one location. It was the answer to everything. Visit johndeere.com/Bale documentation for more information.
After you use Bounce Dryer sheets and realize how fresh, soft, less wrinkled, and less staticky your laundry can be, you'll put a sheet on it every time. Like those socks that smell like they've been through a marathon. Put a sheet on it. Or that blanket that's got wrinkles on its wrinkles. Put a sheet on it. Maybe even your chatty coworker who keeps distracting you. Okay, Bounce Dryer sheets can't do it all. But for fresher, softer, better laundry, put a sheet on it with Bounce.
Here at KSMO Radio, it is now time for the news from the Missouri Net. Then stay tuned. I'll be back after the top of the hour with your latest KSMO weather forecast.
Missouri Net News, I'm Elisa Nelson. Redistricting changes voting districts based on the U.S. Census and shifting population. Denise Lieberman with the Missouri Voter Protection Coalition says it's meant to ensure districts have fairly equal numbers, but
we should really be concerned when government starts rigging the district lines.
Lieberman tells KMOX Radio that's what's happening now with the president calling on Republican states, including Missouri. The Missouri Department of Conservation has lifted fishing restrictions through August 31st at Lakeview Park Lake in mid-Missouri's Mexico. And Jackson County Executive Frank White says he does not plan to seek re-election next year, but he may reconsider.
White made the announcement in a letter to county associates. Some residents have been critical of White, who has allowed drastic property valuation increases.
That's Matt Pilger reporting. This is Missouri Net.
What is dementia? Is it the same as Alzheimer's? What is vascular dementia? Lewy body?